Have you ever felt like life is crumbling around you, like the world is groaning under its own weight? Romans 8:18-25 reminds us that all creation groans as in the pains of childbirth. John 16:33 tells us that in this world we will have trouble, but take heart, Jesus has overcome the world. The content we consume, the constant scrolling, leaves a mark of decay on our hearts. Paul reminds us that life is fleeting. James 4:14 calls it a vapor. The groan you feel when life feels out of control is real, and it is sacred. It is a reminder that we do not control anything, yet we are called to trust in the one who does. First, trust becomes our anchor. It determines if we live in constant frustration or in peace. 1 Peter 4:19 reminds us to commit our souls to faithful Creator. 2 Corinthians 11:23-28 and 2 Corinthians 12:9-10 show us that even in trials, weakness, and pain, God's grace is sufficient. Do you trust Jesus when you receive news of illness, when you face emotional pain, or when the world around you feels divided and broken? Trust anchors the soul. Second, nearness becomes a gift. Psalm 34:15-18 tells us that the Lord is near to the brokenhearted and saves the crushed in spirit. The Bible speaks more about suffering than anything else, but in that suffering, God is present. Faith is not just about powering through or sucking it up. Faith is crying out to God in the pain, admitting how hard it is, and still trusting in His goodness. Suffering is sacred because it unites us with Christ. Even when it hurts, we can find joy in His presence. Third, spiritual disciplines become practical tools. Ephesians 6:10-20 reminds us to put on the full armor of God. Pathological busyness and restlessness block our spiritual discernment. We must go deeper, invite God into every aspect of our lives, and cultivate discipline, self-control, and rest. Matthew 6:16-18 teaches us to fast, pray, and seek God without performing for others. Good vibes, crystals, or stars cannot guide us. We need Jesus. Faith is not a feeling, it is a life lived in reliance on Him. Finally, Jesus is our salvation. No government can save you, no money, family, or friend can deliver you from the groaning of this world. Only Jesus offers eternal security, hope, and peace. When everything else fails, He remains. Lean into Him, depend on Him, and find rest in His arms. He is our salvation, our anchor, and our constant companion in a groaning world. If this message encouraged you, take a moment to reflect, share it with someone who needs hope, and comment below with your experiences of trusting God in the midst of suffering. Subscribe for more teachings to help guide your faith journey, and remember, no matter the chaos around you, Jesus is with you. He is faithful, and He will never leave you.